Hello. Better late than never, right? Come on in. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kathy, and it is late on a Friday afternoon, and I usually like to have my videos posted by Wednesday or Thursday-ish. That didn't happen, but let's do it now. Just breathe. It's been a rough week. So let's talk about it. BB cream. I think one thing that I figured out is, I know I was talking to you last week about having all these trees cut in my yard. We had 5 trees cut down, and 3 of them were super large and a threat to ourselves and to our home. And it was very stressful. The trees were the 3 biggest ones were right on top of our house. One in the front, one on the side, and one in the back. Any of them could have destroyed our house and destroyed us. So it was time to have them cut. But because they were so big and so close to the house, it was a very intense job. And the guys that do that all the time said that. They said that because they were big and close to the house, that it made it a big deal. So we did 6 days of that. And I knew I was stressed, but I thought I was doing pretty good. I was functioning at a high level. I don't function at a high level ever, really. I mean, occasionally I do. So, I thought because of that, I was doing really good until it was over, and a few days after, I just crashed. Exhausted, crying all the time, just felt terrible. And then I realized that what I was doing while they were cutting trees is running on adrenaline, and then I crashed from that. So then I was exhausted and crying a lot, and then I was just downright depressed. So it's just been a week. And a friend that I used to go to church with had asked me to come over, and me and another girl on Tuesday. And I knew that I didn't feel like going, but I pushed myself because I need to get out. I need to do something. So I made it over there, and then I stayed a couple of hours and came home, and by the time I got home, my stomach was killing me. And I was just so sick. And so I was like, well, that didn't go well. And every time I push myself to go somewhere and something happens, I come home and I say, well, it just wasn't worth it. You know, it's not worth it to push myself and even be with people to come home and be this sick from it. But really, I was still coming off the adrenaline from the trees, so that made it worse. And honestly, we had a bed delivered. We had our new bed delivered this week. That's another story. But today, so I just kept putting off every day this week making a video, and today I had chest pains all afternoon, which is not real unusual for me. I have vasospasms and I take something for it, but occasionally I have them anyway, and I use nitroglycerin sublinguals or a nitroglycerin patch or 2 patches and a sublingual, or whatever amount it takes to get it under control. And today was the first day I've really struggled with that in months. Yeah. So then I had a headache. I mean, it just was ongoing. Like something has been wrong with me all week. And do I really feel like being here now? No. But I just need to do this. I need to show up. And this is a safe place to show up because I don't have to leave my house. And so anyway, I'm here. But let's put some more makeup on and let's talk about the bed. So I have actually slept in the bed for the last 2 nights. And that's a really big deal. I have slept in a recliner for 2 years. This past June, it was 2 years because of just really horrible vertigo. And so my plan was, we needed a new bed. So the plan was to, we had a king size. The plan was to get a queen size and get a recliner, because that's what I need, a new recliner, and I've been sleeping in one, so I thought, well, I'll just get a new recliner and a queen size bed so it'll all fit in the room. We can at least both sleep in the bedroom. And honestly, Mark's been sleeping in the other recliner because, y'all, I can't think. Because we just didn't want to sleep apart. We've been married 46 years and we're not ready to split up in different bedrooms, you know? We just need each other. I'm a wreck. I told you I was a wreck. Sorry. Let me see if I can pull myself together. Electrolytes. These are so good. I'm changing subjects for a minute, but I'll get back to the bed. This is Element Electrolyte, and it's the first one I've ever found that I could tolerate because I just couldn't handle salty drinks. And this one is salty, but there's something about it that I like. Oh, gosh, I'm not even finished that story. For the summer, they had a flavor called lemonade salt. It's just limited for the summer, but I am stocking up because it is my very favorite. It's so good. And some days I squeeze a lemon into it, and that's what I did today, and I have a ton of ice in it, so it's just really cold. It's just very refreshing. Anyway, that was a side note. Okay. Back to the bed. So, I don't know, within the last year or so, we bought a split king adjustable bed. Well, that was a joke. I'm a side sleeper. I didn't really know that wasn't a good thing for a side sleeper. And it was one of those beds that the mattress comes rolled up in a box. And that should have been my first clue that wouldn't work. And it did not work. So we sent that back. The first night, you get in it and you immediately go down in a hole because it's just basically memory foam, you know. And so I sleep on my side, but I also turn from side to side. So you can't do that. I was stuck in the hole. I could not turn over. Anyway, so then when we decided to do something else, that's when we decided we would just do a queen and recliner. And whew, it made me really sad because I hate to think that I have to sleep in a recliner the rest of my life. So we go to the store to buy a bed, and we did our homework before we went. We decided we wanted a Beauty Rest Black Series 3 medium firm. We did our homework. And when we got there, the guy asked us were we interested in an adjustable base. And I was like, no, I've done that. And I can't handle it. I sink, I can't turn over, all the things. And he said, well, you should try this one. So they had one on an adjustable base, and it was the mattress we were going after, but I wasn't expecting it to be an option that I could do, an adjustable base. And so I said, you know, I'm assuming they all work like memory foam and it makes a big hole and you get stuck in it. And he said, well, these have um, three coiled springs, something like that. And each spring is in its own pocket, so they can move by themselves. They don't all have to move, because when he told me about the spring, we knew it had the springs. We had done our homework on that. And I said, if it has those springs in it, how can it move? How can it adjust? And he said, because each one is in its own pocket, so they can move separate of each other. So I laid down on it and tried it. And the first one I tried that we bought had zero support. You just sunk down into it. This had the most amazing support. And then I was just so confused. Why am I picking this up? I don't usually pick this up to do that. So, because I thought I went into the store knowing what we were going to buy. And then he tells me about that, and I lay on it, and it feels really good. And I'm thinking, is this too good to be true? Like, could I possibly really sleep in a bed again? So anyway, we pulled the trigger and we bought it, and it was delivered Wednesday. And the first night was horrible. Okay, so the next one, I was like, and I was so mad during the night. I was just like, I mean, I'm not a violent person, but I just thought, I'm just infuriated that we bought this expensive bed and now I can't sleep in it either. So we get up the next morning and we talk about, they're splits. There's really basically just two twins put together. And Mark slept great. And I told him that the side of mine felt really soft, and I felt like I was gonna just slide off the bed all night. And the mattresses were supposed to have really good edge support. And so, well, let me back up. When they brought them and set them up, we noticed that his was higher than mine. His looked puffier than mine. But we just ignored it and just went on to bed. So the next day, I laid in his, and I was like, there's no comparison. Yours is great. It has great edge support, and I moved it up like I wanted to sleep in it. I'm like, I think I could do this. And then he went and got in mine, and he said, wow, this is totally different. And he could sit on the side and see what I was saying about the edge support. So we called him. And no, we didn't call him. He went down there. We bought it locally. And she said, we will pick that one up tomorrow and bring you another one. And I couldn't believe it, because we bought a bed when we first moved in here, and it turned out to be terrible. And the place we bought it from would not do anything about it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, we're just going to be stuck with another expensive bed. Beds are not cheap. If you haven't bought a bed in a while, I'm here to tell you they are not cheap. And we're older and have aches and pains, and so I shouldn't say there's not a cheap bed out there. I'm sure there is, but I can't sleep in one. I gotta have some good support. I think I came down too far with it. Anyway, so what's today? Today's Friday, right? I'm confused. Anyway, the second night, I slept great in it. I'm still leery. I've slept in it 2 nights. The first night was bad, so I've had one good night's sleep in it, and I'm still just sort of nervous about it. One thing I'm nervous about is, so I've got my head raised up. I've been sleeping in a recliner because if I lay flat, when I wake up, I'm very often dizzy and the room is spinning. And so I don't know how far to put it back. And so I'm nervous when I lay down. Like, what if I don't have it What if I don't have it raised up enough? And I'm trying to raise it as little as I have to because I don't want to sleep sitting straight up. The recliner let me go pretty far back. Oh, gosh, y'all, I don't know if I'll post this video or not because I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Then, anyway, I'm sleeping in a bed. I hope that I'm sleeping in a bed for good. I hope I don't have to go back to a recliner. But we will see. Why are these so different? Why am I doing this wrong, bad, whatever? Okay, so then this afternoon, my husband lists a car for sale on Facebook Marketplace. And it's an older Toyota. It's a 2003 Toyota Camry. So it's 22 years old. Still runs. And he got, within a couple of hours, he got over 30 inquiries through Facebook Marketplace. And how are you supposed to keep up with that? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I don't like these eyebrows, but that's not anything new. I don't usually like them, but I'm gonna just ignore them and move on. What do you think? Yeah. Stop, Gabby. Okay. Anyway, you can't keep up with that many people asking about the car. And if you've got somebody coming to look at it, then you just have to put the rest of them on hold, right? So the first guy says, what's the address? I'm coming right now. And we gave it to him and he said, it says I'm 45 minutes away. We're like, okay. So an hour and a half later, we finally we messaged and said, are you still coming? No response. And then we said, okay, we're moving on to the next person. No response. That is so frustrating. So then the next person is actually somebody that my husband used to work with. So he and his family came. First people to look at it. You know, you get in, you check everything out. He opened the sunroof and it wouldn't close. He was about to buy it, but it wouldn't close. So now we're back to dealing with those. It's about 35 inquiries now. I can't say that word right. Inquiries, I don't know. Anyway, it's always something, isn't it? Okay, let's just talk about makeup for a minute. I ordered another color of this Trini London. I've used this one several times, and this is the color Wisdom. And I like it, but I follow them on Instagram, and I saw a girl on there the other day. I bought this one. This is called, I guess I'll have to put my glasses on to see what it's called. What is it called? Justice. Oh, there it is in big letters. I was looking at the small print. Yeah. Okay, she said this was the best neutral for really light colored skin. That Wisdom was for, Wisdom, the one I had. I don't know. She told what was the best neutral for each skin tone. So what I haven't looked to see yet is this the same as what I have in a different brand? When online, this looks like it had a little bit of pink in it. So I may have just bought basically the same thing, but I'm going to try it. I'm not going to put this one on, I don't think. I'm going to just put this one by itself and see what kind of, oh yeah, I should have put that other one. I just want something like, for real, it's late Friday afternoon and I'm not going anywhere and I don't want a lot of makeup on. I just want a little bit. I just want enough to just come on here and talk to you and quit. So It's probably the same as what I've already got. It might be, I mean, it is a little different, I think. It's not like, oh, hey, you did your eyes so pretty. But comparing them, it is like, oh, you're a touch more put together here than here, right? That's what we're gonna say. Okay, look, I don't know really why anybody watches this. I get on here every week feeling like a mess. So again, I say, the purpose of this channel honestly is pretty selfish. The first purpose I have for this channel is to encourage myself. And the second one I have is that I hope by coming on here, I will encourage you too. I have no idea if that can happen or not because I'm a wreck. But one thing for sure you cannot say is that she gets on there and pretends her life is wonderful. I don't do that. I can't do that. Okay, I'm not gonna put another color over that, but I feel like it needs a little bit of powder just because I didn't put something over the whole eye. So let's just see how that looks. Looks great to me. Y'all, I started today back trying to eat right. I mean, how many days will I last? I don't know, but I've already done really good today. Just having the high protein and fat and low carb. And why did I start back today? Not because I wanted to, but because I don't know what to do with my hair. Because Tuesday, just trying to go, look, I usually do it this way. I'm so sorry. I'm such a nut. I just start talking about something and then I'm like, ooh, squirrel, or ooh, hair. Anyway, okay. So why am I trying again? Because I failed a million times. It's because Tuesday, when somebody invited me over, it was way harder than it should have been. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. You need to get out. You need to go visit people and accept their invitations and enjoy being with people. I do need it really bad. And it's way harder than it should be. And I know that eating this way makes me feel better. Eating this way allows me, or it did when I did it before, it allows me to go somewhere and not get sick if I eat. Or go somewhere and not eat until I get home. I don't like either one of those options. And so, I just have to try it again. You know? Okay, that's good enough for that. I'll be off here in a minute, and I'm sure y'all be glad because I'm not sure. I don't know. I watch people who are train wrecks all the time. Maybe they have the best channels. I don't know. Hello, it's me. I'm a train wreck. Okay. Concealer. Let's see if that's enough. I don't know. Might have helped a little bit. Okay, let's do some mascara. I love this mascara, y'all. Oh, you'd be so proud. I put makeup on another day this week. Usually the only day I put it on is when I do a video. But when I went to my friend's house, I put makeup on. Yay! So anyway, I think I've used this mascara. This might be I don't know if it's the third or the fourth time, but I like it a lot. Oh, I didn't mean to do that yet anyway. Okay, it's called Grande Mascara, Grande. Can you see it? I don't know why people hold their hand up here, but look, it does look better. It's got a conditioner in it. And I don't know, I just like the way it goes on. It seems to, well, it definitely makes my lashes look longer, and it seems to help them curl so that they can be seen better. And I do curl them, but you know, usually the mascara I had been using, that did not make a huge amount of difference. So I'm just impressed, and I'm also impressed because it has not flaked on me at all, and it comes off fairly easy. It's a waterproof. I'm sure they have it not waterproof. I'm not really sure. I just like waterproof mascara. But some waterproofs are harder to get off than others, and this one is not hard to get off. I use, I think it's called Take Off the Day from Clinique in the purple bottle to take my eye makeup off, and I've used it for years, but it works really well with this. So I'm impressed, and the only thing I hate is that I bought this on Prime for $15, and it's normally $25. So that's the only downside I see so far, is that it's expensive. Good grief, that one got to looking real long. Now I gotta try to make them even. Y'all, look at my lashes. Oh, I was looking in the mirror. Can you see them? I mean, I understand those are not amazing lashes. They're good for me. For me, they look better than they normally do. I don't know what the conditioning is in here, but it seems to be helping. Okay, now I should have left it alone. I've got it clumped. I don't look too bad. I'm just gonna stop. But it's longer than this one. I gotta do some more. Okay. I'm real red. I'm real flushed. See, my ear's red. This one's not, but I can tell that's not all just blush right there. Okay, I'm gonna put some of this on and call it quits. It has a small amount of color. Not a lot. Ooh, it has more than I thought it did. It's okay. This is a MAC lipstick. I don't think it's called lipstick. Why do they make these so small? Who can read that? Favorite Glow Play Tender Talk Lip Balm. Yeah, I don't love that color, but it's okay. Okay. I I want to just tell you what keeps me going. The Lord keeps me going. My favorite Bible verse is in Lamentations 3. And it says that his mercies are new every morning. Great is his faithfulness. I'm going to read it to you, because I like the verses that are around it as well. And when days are hard, and I lay down at night and just feel like quitting, giving up, I'm always reminded of this verse. It's Lamentations 3, and I'm going to read 21 through 23. And I'm just sharing it with you because I don't know what your faith is. I don't know what you put your hope in, but I can't put it in myself. I just get down a lot, and I get sick a lot, and I get sick and tired of being sick, for real. Anyway, but verse 21 says, "But this I recall, and therefore I have hope and expectation. It is of the Lord's mercies and loving kindnesses that we are not consumed, because his tender compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great and abundant is your stability and faithfulness." That's in the Amplified. That might not sound exactly like, if you've heard those verses before, it might sound a little bit different, but I love that version because it breaks it down, like puts cookies on the bottom shelf. I just want to share that with you. Thank you for showing up here. Thank you for continuing to watch my videos. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. I do this for myself. I push myself to come and do this. But if nobody ever showed up and watched, I don't know how long I could keep pushing to do that. I'd probably just quit. And so I appreciate you so much. And I hope that you're encouraged. Usually when I get off of here, if I'm down, I'm encouraged maybe just because I look in the mirror and I look just a tiny bit better because I put some makeup on. I don't really know. Or maybe just because I talked some of it out. But I appreciate you, and I will see you next week.